Well, welcome back, one and all, it's Richard Macintyre here, and this is another instalment of my car story. And what you're looking at this afternoon on this rather damp day, Sunday the 8th of April 2018, are a set of wheel nuts. And if you remember from my car story a while ago, I bought well, in fact back in August of last year, which is ages ago, I bought some new wheels for my Ford Mondeo 1.5 EcoBoost car, and had this lovely set of wheels. And this is picture one. I'll show you the actual wheels on the car very shortly, but this is what they look like with four set of these. The Borbet, the German make Borbet LS2 in brilliant silver, and they really are very striking. But what's happened is that we've had a winter since then, and consequently what's happened is that the salt has actually started to corrode the wheel nuts, which I found a bit disconcerting. So I contacted Rimstyle, who are the people that I bought these wonderful wheels from, and said, do you do any stainless steel titanium tipped wheel nuts? And the young man there called Troy said, yes, we do actually. So I said, well, why don't you then just fit them as standard rather than have the metal ones, which are bound to corrode? The only one that didn't corrode was in fact the security nut, and which is obviously made of stainless steel for obvious reasons, that it's a security nut, I suppose. Anyway, he said, no, actually they're a premium rate, so therefore we don't add them as part of the package. So for an additional £31, that's all it was, I've actually purchased these nice new wheel nuts. These are the ones that I thought I'd hang back so that you could see, and they're quite badly corroded in places. You can see here, look, I mean, they were shiny when they arrived in their box, and I had my local Ford dealer, Haynes of Maidstone, fit them, and but these are quite bad. So yeah, so they are quite bad in that respect. So so without further ado, I'm going to show you what the new ones look like, because that's quite important. So we'll walk over to the car, and here we are. So I just put Mr. GoPro Hero 4 down. There we go, and you can see that they look very smart. You wouldn't know any difference really. They look exactly like you'd expect them to look. Some very shiny nuts on some very nice alloy wheels, polished alloy wheels, and the only thing that is slightly corroded is the center piece here that says Borbet wheels, but I'm going to wait, and then I'm going to probably order some more of those, and then lacquer them. I should put some lacquer over that so that it actually seals them. They don't look too bad. So but I just thought I'd share that with you, that why don't they fit them as standard, and you then wouldn't have to worry about having to buy a second set. The other thing I had to do was make sure that I got the torque right, so I bought myself a torque wrench, and these nuts are set at 135 newtons, and so I've actually learnt a bit from that as well. I borrowed my son's torque wrench just to make sure that they were correct. I actually spoke to Rimstyle, who said they thought they were about 110, but I consulted the Mondeo handbook, which clearly stated 135. But there we go. I thought I'd just share that with you. But there's a couple of other things I thought I'd share with you this afternoon, and so if we that actually improve the look of the car. And one of those is that on the back of this car is a Ecotec, and remember before when we did this, there is the Ecotec sign that says that, and I was thinking, right, okay, so it's on the back, is it anywhere else? And lo and behold, I've managed to purchase some Ecotec signage, which I've fitted to the rear of the car on both sides. I think it looked quite smart there actually. So there we go, Ecotec on that side, sitting with the nice wheels, and on the second side, or on the left hand side, there we go, Ecotec there. So from the stance of the car, it's looking quite good. So the other thing that I've done is actually I've got myself some new exhaust trims, and there we go. These nice new exhaust trims. They're stainless steel, and they fit onto the downward exhaust, and then you clip them on or screw them on, and they give like a sportier look to the car. So I don't know what you think, but I think they look quite good actually. Obviously you don't get a raspy sound because it's the same exhaust, but overall I think it actually adds something to the car itself. So but I just thought I'd share that with you this afternoon, and see what. Anyway, interesting to know what you think about that. Right, well, welcome back one and all, and the last part of the broadcast this afternoon, I thought I'd talk to you about this Karcher pressure washer, but it's for something else, not really for doing pavements and patios. I actually purchased this Karcher to actually clean the underside of my car, and you might think, that's a very strange thing to do, Richard. Why do you want to clean the underside of your car? Well, one of the reasons that you do is that with so much salt on the road, as I've just been saying about those wheel nuts, the underside of the vehicle also needs to be looked after, apart from the bodywork and all the trimmings and everything else. But Karcher come up with this new piece of kit to actually help you do that, and it's in two parts. What I have, I've got it slightly unassembled so I can talk to you about it. The first bit is that you get this very nice lance. This actually goes underneath the vehicle and connects to the handle that's on this on the Karcher itself, which is here, and you fix it with these two connectors, these two long connectors, which fit together. They slot in. It's a very easy system, I have to say. I've had a couple of power washers in my time, and I think this is the best one of all. Karcher are the best. They're the sort of leading brand really, and often they're cited. This is the Karcher 2, and I think it's called the 2, and it is extremely effective, I have to say. So what you do is you connect this bit here to the end here. It slots in like this. I can't really do it one-handed, but it slots in very easily, twists and then slots in. And then you have the lance bit, which is the handle here, and then you put this underneath the car. You fill the reservoir, as you can see there's some in there, you fill the reservoir with some cleaner. There's a special cleaner they give you in a bottle that comes with the kit, and it also comes with a wax preservative as well if you want to use that. So you put it in there, and then it mixes the water from the, obviously it connects up to the electricity, and then you put the water into the back of this for your hose, and then you fire it up underneath the vehicle in a sort of backward and forward motion, and then which allows it to clean. And it's actually a heavy foam. It's got a very foamy stuff. But because it's using the pressurized water from the pressure washer, it doesn't use that much water overall, because you don't get floods of, your drive doesn't get flooded actually. I was quite surprised actually how little water I'd actually used when I moved the car. Then the second part is that you then have this washer, and this, I don't know if you can see here, but this thing actually spins round. It goes round at high speed, and with the water pressure, and then spins underneath the vehicle, cleaning it. And I have to say it's very effective. I was really impressed. The noise from the pressure washer is quite low as well, which is good, so it doesn't disturb the neighbours too much. And so yesterday afternoon we had some really lovely weather. The temperature in the UK was 17 degrees, so I thought, right, okay, I'm going to play with my new toy. And as we've now hopefully finished all the nasty weather, you know, the snow and all the salt that's been put on the motorways, I thought I'd give it a go. Anyway, so yes, so I thought I'd mention that too, and clearly once a year should be sufficient to finish, you know, do the car, but I might do it again in the summer. just to make sure that it's all been washed away and that. But I just thought I'd share that with you. This is the Karcher 2 washer. It comes also with a patio washer as well, part of it, and a normal lance, so it's all very, very comprehensive. But anyway, look forward to your comments, and if you haven't subscribed before, and you please do click that subscribe button. Also, if you like what you've seen today, and you're happy with everything, then obviously press the like button, and I really look forward to your comments and after you view the video. But speak to you all very soon, and see you all, one and all.